And it is my pleasure to present the Edward C. Dahl Community Service Award. Ed Dahl was the volunteer leader of the Erie Community Foundation for decades. His son, Henry Dahl, created an endowment fund to honor his father and to annually recognize someone who shared their gifts of time, talent, and treasure to improve our community. This year, we are honored to present this award to Mother Mary Beth Kennedy. She has been a transformational force for good here in Erie and throughout the world for decades. Each year, the Dahl Award recipient is able to direct income from this endowment fund to their favorite nonprofits. Mother Kennedy chose to evenly distribute the $12,000 award to Community Country Day School, Community of Caring, and the Charles and Betty Kennedy Legacy of Love Foundation. Some of her friends and family helped us prepare a short video to honor her achievements.
When you look around Erie and you look for people that have really helped those in need, and we're talking really grassroots assistance, Betty Kennedy and her work rises to the top.
She was a very bright young woman, and she went to college at a time when a lot of people in her setting were not going to college, and she has maximized her intelligence, but she's done it all in the service of other people.
She is the best kept secret in Pennsylvania and around the world.
You can go anywhere and people say, Mother Kennedy, oh my goodness, that's your grandmother? I mean, she just has such a reputation around the world.
If you think she's a presence here in Erie, when you see her operating in Haiti or in Liberia, she's really a presence.
If you have a problem, she's willing to sit down and talk about it and try to reason it out.
She could be feisty, and that she wouldn't let someone else try to get in the way of helping those who are in need.
She's so giving, and she doesn't think of herself first.
She has done all her endeavors on a wing and a prayer. Very little wing, but a lot of prayer.
Her African name is Koro. It means the conqueror. It was a very appropriate name for her because every situation she saw, if she felt God was calling her to do something about it, she did it, and she conquered.
She would never want to take credit for what she did because she always felt that she never did these things alone. First of all, she did them with her husband, Chug, but she also depended on her children and now her grandchildren.
She and my grandfather, so many years ago, just wouldn't take no for an answer. Even from them getting married at a time when blacks and whites didn't marry, to going into the mission field, to coming back to Erie, to seeing there were needs that weren't met, and it didn't stop to just say, oh, well, no one's meeting that need. They said, well, we'll meet the need.
Having a high-profile interracial couple so actively engaged in the community really did have an effect on Erie as a whole.
Community Country Day School was founded 48 years ago by my grandparents, and it just started with a passion for my grandmother that just really, she saw what a lot of the inner city kids were dealing with and some of the struggles, and just really felt that she needed to find a way to help them.
She came to me and she said, you know, Dick, I'm going to be 75. I think we should have a party. And we had this party. So after it was all over, I said, let's go through this box. There was a $1,000 gift, $500, $200, $100, added up to $16,000 or $17,000. She says, Dick, what do you think? Can we have another one next year? I said, no, this is it.
My late wife, Susie, who was very close to Betty, she was involved with nominating Betty for the De Tocqueville Award. Also getting the award that night was Les Wexner, the great retailer from Columbus, Ohio. And there was such a contrast between those two people, but they both had worked and done good work, and United Way was recognizing it. Susie introduced her and was given the award, and Betty's son Charles sang the song, and as I recall, it's The Little Sparrow. It was a very touching moment.
She could have turned her hand to anything. If she had decided to make money she'd be a billionaire. If she decided to go into politics, she'd be very high up in government. But she chose this path. She took her superior intellect and applied it in this way.
She is the person that has unshakable faith that the Lord will take care of things, and always with a positive attitude. And it's really inspiring to be around her and to talk to her.
She's so unselfishly charitable and not thinking of herself.
If Mother Teresa was going to have a twin, it would be Mother Kennedy, because they were very giving people.
I pray above all that she and my grandfather's vision, the way that God gave it to them, continues. That legacy of love, whether it's at the school or at the community of caring or the drop-in center, any of those ventures that were taken over, that the love is the underlying message.
When you go to her house, she has 3 steps that leads up to the porch. And those concrete steps, embedded in each one of those steps, are words. The first word is peace. The second word for the second step is joy. The third step is love. And each and everything she does, she exhibits love.
When I was growing up, the first sound I would hear in the morning and the last sound I would hear at night was my mother singing. When my husband first came to visit my family, he actually thought we were putting on a show for him, because he never saw a family that would just stand around the piano and sing like that. You know, he's like, you know, you're all just pretending to be the Waltons for my sake? No, that's just how we really are.
She wrote a song, "We Know Love Can Change the World," and they sing it at the school that she started. They sing it at the orphanages that she started in Congo and Zambia. Everybody sings that song, "Oh, we know love can change the world."
Oh, we know love. Oh, we know love. Oh, we know love can change the world.
She and I have this running contest, if you will, as far as who is more famous and who is more popular. Well, by me making this video, I think that has settled that particular bet. And Betty, you are more popular, you are more famous, and I love you greatly, and the family loves you. And this world is much better because of the work that not only you have done, but your husband, Uncle Chug, has done as well. Thank you, and God bless.
Oh, we know love. Oh, we know love. Oh, we know love can change the world.
Grace and Betsy to accept the award on behalf of Mother Betty. The award has been made by the children of the neighborhood art house.
I'm just going to keep this very short and sweet, because I think the video covered a lot of what I would have had to say. We are very thankful to the Community Foundation for this honor, and appreciative as a family that Mother's tireless work over many, many years is recognized. I know there were times I have felt a little bit unhappy about sharing my mother with half the world, but when you have something that good, you can't keep it to yourself. But really, she has done all that she has done out of love, and out of a knowledge that God loves us and that He calls us to love other people. I'm going to let my sister Betsy continue.
One of the songs that was always sung at graduations at Community Country Day School was the song, "The Impossible Dream." And in that, some of the words talk about, this is my quest to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right, without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know that the world will be better for this, that one man, or in this case, one woman, torn and covered with scars, still strove with her last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stars, to dream the impossible dream. Mom not only fought, but she did it within the confines of God's love. Her fight was one of fighting to make the world a better place. I think it's beautiful that at this time when you're talking about transformation, when you're talking about innovation, that when that is the theme, someone so transformative is being the honor today. And so we thank you for that. And her desire for you is that you leave here embracing your impossible dream. Leave here knowing that you have a place in this world, a difference that only you can make, a goal that God has put in your heart to bless and touch the lives of others. That is her desire for you. That is our desire for you. We thank you. We thank you so much, Erie Community Foundation, for recognizing the jewel and the gem that is Mother Kennedy. We appreciate you.
The message that she always left with everybody was, you heard a little bit of it on the video, love can change the world. We're going to sing it now in true Mother Kennedy fashion.
That is true Mother
The
Kennedy.
tune is When the Saints Go Marching In, and the melody and the words are, we know love can change the world, oh, we know love can change the world. It won't be quick, it won't be easy, but we know love can change the world. Please join us. Oh, we know love can change the world. Oh, we know love can change the world. It won't be quick, it won't be easy, but we know love can change the world.
God bless you.
God bless you.